Right now, we're spending twice as much on our healthcare to worse effects than other countries. We're spending 18% of GDP. And one of the things that is confusing about this is people are like, where are you going to get the money? Which is completely incorrect.
Better to have a short life that is full of what you like doing than a long life spent in a miserable way.
Hey! Welcome back, you guys. Thank you very much for joining me. So yes, Andrew Yang did have his CNN town hall. If you have been watching my stuff, thank you. You're the greatest. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But you might be saying, Q, you've been talking about all of these presidential nominees. You haven't been talking about nursing-specific news. Where is my nursing-specific news? And I promise, I can't. I'm a nurse. Q the nurse. It's the name of the goddamn channel. You know why you here, boo boo. But with that being said, these nominees are going to shape the future of our healthcare. As Q the nurse, my litmus test is Medicare for all. And that's what I'm talking about here. Andrew Yang at the CNN town hall, he gets to ask about healthcare and a few questions about healthcare, not just Medicare for all. I mean, he talks about Medicare for all. He talks about his son having autism. He talks about anti-vaxxers. Never heard that been asked to a presidential nominee. And then decriminalizing all opioids. Ooh, I mean, these are some hot topic questions. And like I said, I appreciated this CNN town hall. I thought it was really, really good. They asked him some legit questions. We were still trying to get to know who Andrew Yang is. I made an entire video about all of the UBI stuff because that's what everyone knows Andrew Yang for. But moving forward, Medicare for all. Is he for it? Is he against it? Let's find out. First question.
Jose Altamirano, he's a program assistant at Georgetown University. Jose.
Hi, Mr. Yang. Rising healthcare costs and the threat of losing one's insurance is a concern for many Americans. What is your position on Medicare for all, and how do you plan to address the challenge of providing healthcare for over 30 million uninsured Americans?
It's a great question. It's on the minds of many, many Americans. I'm in the Medicare for all public option camp, generally an applause line in groups like this. No? Right now, we're spending twice as much on our healthcare to worse effects than other countries. We're spending 18% of GDP. And one of the things that is confusing about this is people are like, where are you going to get the money? Which is completely incorrect. We're spending twice as much on other countries. If we channel our existing resources and negotiate lower drug prices, lower rates, we can get the access up and the prices down and make it so that the people that are struggling, it is immoral that in the richest, most advanced economy in the world, we are more stressed out about navigating our Byzantine dysfunctional healthcare system when our loved ones get sick or injured than we are actually caring for them and helping them get well.
Just, wow. Okay, look, listen. Bernie's my guy. Bernie just came out with a Medicare for all. He reintroduced his Medicare for all bill. Pramila Jayapal has put out a fantastic, comprehensive Medicare for all bill that many senators have signed, co-sponsored both those bills. And I think those are the path forward. Those are actually the policies that's going to be put into action. I really want to say for the majority of the progressive candidates that are going, just like Andrew Yang, right? I don't think Andrew Yang has his own policy out. I went to his website. He doesn't. But he knows where he wants the country to go. But that specific answer to that question is how everybody should answer the question of how are we going to pay for Medicare for all. He said it's so succinct. I love the way he answers these questions. He gets to the point. There's no fact, there's no fluff, right? He answers the goddamn question right away, just like with honesty and realness, and like it's just a fact. He said, it's wrong to phrase the question that way. That's not the right question. It's not how much money will we have to spend to get Medicare for all. How much money will we save when we get Medicare for all? He says we are spending the most money on healthcare in the United States, but our outcomes are shit. It's dog shit. Compared to other countries that are paying much less for their healthcare, our outcomes are crap, right? And I think that's how all progressives should answer, including Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is the policy king. He is indeed the policy king, but I feel like people get him all of the time with how are you going to pay for it? How are you going to pay for it? How are you going to pay for it? And this is how you're supposed to answer the question.